Howdy everyone, welcome back. This was a late night pounds for purs workout, so let's get started. I began with the muscle clean into push press, triples with 135, 145, and 155. Now we are starting a new cycle of training, going back to 10 sets of 5. However, we're going to use the weights that we lifted in the second round. So we have 195 pounds for the 10 sets of 5, maintaining 90 seconds of rest between sets. And these were good. I made a conscious effort not to go crazy with pauses on the chest, but you'll see some reps where I will do an elongated pause, but definitely not for all. For the most part, stoppages on the chest, a decent pause, but nothing overt, nothing very long. There were a select number, probably about a handful of reps, where I just felt like doing it just to do it, but I was very, very specific about which ones I did that with. Oh, right there, you saw a blooper. I shifted the bench over and I went to the wrong direction, so I bumped into the J-hook on the right side with the right bumper plates. In fact, I did it 2 times. You saw one, and if you have a good eye, maybe you saw the second one, and then I'm purposely avoiding it there. Then I readjusted the bench back to where it was, and everything was fine. But for that third set, yep, I definitely bumped into the J-hook. That is always a bummer, but I was able to work around it. So for incline bench, I'm happy not only to be focusing back on it as a primary mover, but it also reminds me why I prefer it over flat bench. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with the flat barbell bench press, and a lot of people get very strong. It's honestly not a strong lift for me. I've gotten up to about 330, I believe, or 335, something like that for a single. So definitely not very strong with it, but I'm a lot stronger in comparison with the incline bench press. I really like the range of motion. It's safer on my shoulders. It's more comfortable. I like putting a good emphasis, especially with volume, on the upper chest. It just feels better for me. I like the development, and if I have to bench press, this is pretty much my go-to. And then flat barbell bench press, sort of, but I also do like dumbbell pressing from an incline. So when it all comes down to it, incline barbell bench press for overloading purposes, strength, and again, range of motion. It's a very good lift, a very good variation. Just make sure that you're not going too steep on your incline, especially as a primary mover, because then it'll just be too much of a shoulder exercise than a chest one. So I don't like to go too extreme. 45 degrees is about the highest I like to go, and I even include upwards of, or should I say downwards of like 30 degrees, even like as small as 15 degrees. That's a little bit more towards an actual flat bench, but still utilizes a small angle. And I'd say 45 is about where I normally go, and then 30 is a nice alternate. And sometimes I'll even work on the 30-degree angle, but incline bench press, good night for it. I would say good day, but it was a late night workout. And then for the accessory, I swapped out the weighted dip. Yes, that's right. I took it out. I was very tempted just to do it anyways, but I did want to at least put in a flat bench just once in a while. I won't ever really focus on that anymore, I don't think. So I did a simple 5x5 with 225, 90 seconds of rest between sets, and it was okay. It's a manageable weight. It's only 225, and I was only doing 25 working reps, so I could have done more, but again, it just was a way for me to throw it back into rotation. It's not something I'll go to often, so most of the time it will be the weighted dip, but today I thought, why not change it up? Although I was tempted to do body weight dips and just do high volume, but I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do the barbell bench press on a flat bench all that often, so why not put it in, get a good 5x5 with 225, and have that be that. So next time, definitely the weighted dip, and I really want to be able to get a lot of progress with that, both in weight and volume, so that is definitely my go-to after incline. Alright y'all, thank you, and remember, adopt, don't chop.